10 amazing people who saved millions of lives. In life, there are so many people who contribute to the betterment of society. Edward Jenner, 17th May 1749 to 26th January 1823, was an English physician and scientist from Berkeley, Gloucestershire, who was the pioneer of smallpox vaccine. Stanislav Petrov. On September 26, 1983, he was the duty officer at the command center for the Oko nuclear early warning system when the system reported that a missile was being launched from the United States. Petrov judged the report to be a false alarm, and his decision is credited with having prevented an incorrect retaliatory nuclear attack on the United States. Morris Ralph Hillman. Morris was an American microbiologist who specialized in vaccinology and developed over 36 vaccines, more than any other scientist. Of the 14 vaccines routinely recommended in current vaccine schedules, he developed 8. Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta's genes have given life to tens of thousands. Unfortunately, she was an unwilling accomplice as her cells were taken without her consent. Lacks died quickly, aged 31, after being diagnosed with cervical cancer. The cells taken from her have been used in experiments all over the world and even in space. In 1955, Jonas Salk invented the polio vaccine. He chose not to patent it because he only wanted to help humanity. Alan Turing. If Alan Turing had not cracked the Enigma code when he did, Germany would have continued destroying the Allied Navy and may have won the Second World War. The Germans were working on a nuclear program and rockets to deliver them as far as New York. It has been suggested that if anyone saved the world in the modern era, it may have been him. James Harrison. Specifically, his blood contains an extremely rare enzyme that can be used to treat babies dying of rhesus disease. Harrison has donated his rare, life-saving blood roughly 1,000 times over 56 years. This has saved the lives of over 2 million babies around the world. Fritz Haber, 9th December 1868 to 29th January 1934, was a German chemist of Jewish origin who received the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1918 for his development of synthesizing ammonia, important for fertilizers and explosives. Alexander Fleming was a messy guy. One day he left a few cultures of a bacteria he was working on carelessly in his lab. After he came back, he found that a fungus was growing on one of these cultures and all the bacteria was destroyed around it. This led to the first antibiotic, penicillin. Joseph Lister. In the 1860s, Louis Pasteur had come up with his theory of microbiology that talked how microorganisms grew. Joseph Lister used this work and experimented. He used carbolic acid, a disinfectant, and cleaned his surgical instruments and hands before surgery. As a result, none of his patients suffered from infections. For more interesting videos, subscribe to Speaking Tree YouTube channel.